Welcome to our YouTube channel, and today we are going to solve another question on EMFT, that is electromagnetic field theory. Okay, so with this question, it said a field is given as G is equal to 25, fraction numerator 25, denominator x squared plus y squared, that multiplying xex plus yey. Find A, the unit vector in the direction of G, and at P, 3, 4, -2. And B, we are finding the angle between J and Ax at P. C, the value of the following double integral on the plane y is equal to 7. Okay, so first of all, I want us to write our solution. Okay, so our A says we should find the unit vector in the direction of J at P 3, 4, -2. Okay, so the unit vector is given, the unit vector, let's see, small j caret is equal to the vector j all over the magnitude of j. But at P of 3, 4, -2, we know that j is equal to 25 all over x squared. What's our x at P? X is 3, so 3 squared plus our 4 squared, that is the y squared, 4 squared. All that multiplying, what is our x? Our x is 3, so 3ex plus, what is our y? 4ay. But we know this is going to give us 25 all over 9 plus 16 is giving us 25, and it gets 3ax plus 4ay. So this cancels this. So our j at P of 3, 4, -2 is going to give us 3ax plus 4ay. So we are going to use that. So our j is, our unit vector is going to give us 3ax plus 4ay all over the magnitude. That is our square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared. Okay, so that is going to be equal to 3ax plus 4ay all over 5. And hence our unit vector is given by 0.6ax plus 0.8ay. Okay, so now let's go to our B. Our B is telling us that we should find the angle between our J, that is the angle between J and Ax at P. So since Ax is a unit vector, or it's a vector component, we are going to use our unit vector of J. So our units, we're going to find a dot product of our unit vector of J and dotting Ax component equals our cos theta. And what is J dot Ax? We know our J was, the unit vector of J was 0.6ax plus 0.8ay. So we dot that one with our ax. And what do we get? Sorry. So our J component is going to dot, and we end up getting a certain 0.6. So our 0.6 is equal to cos theta. And the angle between the J and the ax component is cos inverse of the 0.6, and our theta is ending up giving us 53 degrees approximately. Okay, so now we would like to solve our C. Our C is telling us we will find the value of the double integral on the plane. On the plane y is equal to 7. Okay, so now what is our G? Our G at G at y is equal to what? 7 is given by G is equal to 25 all over x squared. And what is our y? Our y is 7. So 7 squared is 49. More than multiplying a certain x ax plus 7ay, all dotting, like that is it. But here we have j.ey, so we can write this as j.ey. So j.ey from our question. So from our question. So we get 25 over x squared plus 49 ax, and dotting our ey. You know, if we take the dot product, we'll end up, we'll get a certain 25 all over x squared plus 49 multiplying just 7, because ay dotting ax will give you 0. Okay, so now this value, so our j dot ay is equal to 25 times 7 is going to give us 175 all over x squared plus 49. So now our x 175 x squared or 49 is going to work. We're going to work with that. That's what we are going to work with. So the double integral is given this way, and our g dot ay is 175 all over x squared plus 49 dz dx. Okay, so now solving our double integral, we can see the integral from 0 to 4 into bracket integral from 0 to 2 of 175 all over x squared plus 49 all dz dx. Okay, so now if I integrate this, I'm going to get 0, and now 175z all over x squared plus 49, and I bring my limits to 0 of what? Dx. So now I can say this is 40, but z is equal to, at the upper limit z will be 2, the lower limit z will be 0, hence everything will go to 0. So I just have to do 175 times 2. That is going to give us, okay, let's see, 175 times 2 all over x squared plus 49, all that dx. Okay, so now come back to our solving. So now 175 times 2 is going to give us 350. So of 350 all over x squared plus 49 squared plus 49 all dx. Okay, so right now I can take 350 out, integrate dx all over x squared plus 49. Okay, so this looks like an identity we know. That is the integral of the inverse root of tan. So this one will be written as 350 times 1 over 7 tan inverse of what? Our x all over our a. And our a is 7. So all that. But this will also carry from 0 to 4. Okay. So 7 will go into 50 times. So 50 tan inverse of 4 over 7 minus tan inverse of 0 over 7. So the tan inverse of 0 over 7 will go to 0. But mind you, all the angle we have here are going to be in rad. So 50 tan inverse, so the tan inverse of 4 over 7 is going to give us 0.51915 rad. And when you compute this, you're going to approximately get 25.96. And the value of the double integral on the plane at y equals 7 is given by 20, is given as 25.96. Thank you. Bye bye.